we want to have several monsters guarding this. Okay. The idea is that, let's say it's 3, right? So it's 3 fast battles, right? You're saying let's make it so it's like if you have right, we merge them together into one, right? So that wouldn't make this area being several monster fights. It would just be one right here, kind of idea. You know what I mean? Like, even, and then if you think about that, even like in this area, which is another place where I've considered how monsters should work, right? We have several monsters here. The idea of this path right here is supposed to be 3 monster fights, right? Or if we had to combine them together, it would be one large fight. Clearly, there's a problem here, right? This being one long fight is a good thing. I like that. I like that being one fight. But how? How does that happen? How do you say there's 3 monsters here? You know what I mean? Does that mean that we just don't put 3 monsters here? We just put one right there? And you can't get past it? Like, you have to fight like 3 monsters. It's basically just 3 monsters clustered together. And it's one big fight? Maybe. But see, that's the thing, is like, it's not so much that we can't do it that way. It's just that we have to figure out how we're going to do it. How are we going to have that identity in this game? And here it's a little harder. Like here it's easy, right? It's easy to work this out. It's simple. It's like, okay, we're going to have 3 different fights, 3 individual fights. We group them together. Okay, put 3 right here. Boom. Got it grouped together. It's a choke point. This feels like Chrono Trigger, in fact. Like, I feel like this has Chrono Trigger vibes all over it. Especially if they popped out of the bushes and shit. You know what I'm talking about. But this, I don't know how to make this work. Thank you, Kruar. Thank you so much, Kruar. So here, Alex, thank you so much for the bits. Wow. Yeah, no, I think you're right, and I'm actually thinking like actually about that. Let's go ahead and erase these. Okay, let's create a scenario. So like, let's say there's a tough fight here, a tough fight here, and it's a little tricky to create an area where there's 3 distinct fights, though. I guess we could put one here. So all 3 of these battles have to be completed to open this chest, and each one will take 3 months, as you said in your message. I think you meant monster. He said months. I'm just making fun of you. Okay, so this isn't that bad. But now we have to design the game, though. We have to design encounters with a lengthier battle in mind. No, it's fine. Like, it doesn't matter if you see 3 or if it's 1. I know the whole idea of the encounter system, not the battle, but the encounter system is it's symbolic. I understand that. That's fine. If we want to show that it's a tough fight, though, it might be intriguing to symbolically show that, like, oh, thing. But that's something we need to talk about, I guess, as another conversation very soon. Regardless, it could be 1 symbolic monster, it could be 3. It's not the point. But right now, if we design it so that the battle systems are a little slower, the battles are slower, and there's like 3 clusters of monsters that are like large fights, then maybe this could work. Maybe it could work. But we would have to then always think about fights being not sporadic, like, oh, there's a monster here, there's a monster here. We have to make not every, but most fights, we have to think about them being like, we don't want there to be frequent. See, this is the problem, what I'm talking to you right now about. We don't want there to be frequent fights. We want there to be a large fight infrequently, basically. If the battles are slower, we have to do it that way.
Welcome back, Laguna.
So, for example, I'm just showing this here to show the size of the fight. Not necessarily there's going to be 3 monsters. So there's one here, right? If there was another one here, no, couldn't be one. That's probably too close together. We probably wouldn't have another encounter until probably right here, right? And then where's the next one? Probably over here. So if we're going to have larger fights that are slower paced,